too old.
I was shopping for tracksuits the other day. I want to get a velvet one, like a red crushed velvet.
Okay. These are my go-tos. I wore like my blue one all weekend last weekend. All weekend. I didn't change my clothes.
Well, I mean, when you pick
from Friday to Sunday, I didn't change. I didn't shower. I didn't change. I didn't.
That's a good weekend. I mean, other than the funeral, obviously.
Yeah, and all the work.
Right.
That's what it is.
Tis. What's good, everybody? I'm Johnny Danger.
I'm Jesse Wheeler.
And we are the Dangerous Dudes.
Welcome to round 4. Yeah, the international round. So, same concept applies. Weakest to strongest. Bottles tonight because the Europeans and the Asians like their bottles.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of a different feel, but we're starting off with, and a couple of these are pretty old breweries. Starting off with Pilsner Urquell from Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic. It's not called Czechoslovakia anymore, I don't think.
You are correct, sir.
It says the original Pilsner.
Yeah.
Original.
Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, this has got a nice little bit of skunk to it.
Guess the year that this brewery started.
Can I guess the century? Would it be in the 1600s?
No, it's later than that.
1700s.
A little later.
Okay, so in the early 1800s?
Mid 1800s.
Oh, really?
1842.
Okay, I was only a couple hundred years off.
Yeah, but still pretty darn old.
Yeah. Been around.
So here we go. We got.
Imagine being a business that was started in the 1800s and you're still here.
Well, like an 1842 brewery in like the Czech Republic or whatever it was called then. I don't know what the country was called it then, Slovakia or whatever. But
probably. No, isn't Slovakia its own?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I probably should have done some research on that. I don't know.
This is why AI is going to take over.
Yeah, I have no idea what that country was. I know it wasn't the Czech Republic, though. I am certain of that. But like the guy who started the brewery probably was like the first one in town with a brewery, and he freaking cleaned up. It was like all the successful.
Urquell.
Yeah, exactly. Or Mr. Pilsner.
Steve Urquell.
Yeah, Steve Urquell. So,
get that reference.
So, that's the kind of the theme in the 18 and 1900s. Like whoever was the first to think of a business kind of dominated and was wealthy. You didn't need to have like business savvy, you just were the first guy.
And if you could somehow avoid dying at 35 from typhoid,
good luck with that.
Then you were really ahead of the game.
That's what the beer was for, right?
Yeah, it was medicinal.
That's what the word I was looking for. There we
Cheers.
Go. Kind of golden Pilsner.
Yeah, this is a classic feel. You got that?
Yeah, this is a classic Pilsner. 4.4%.
That's wonderful.
It's good.
This is just falling down.
We got a couple of Pilsners tonight. Pilsner heavy. I don't really consider myself a Pilsner guy, right?
Man, that's easy.
You ever met a Pilsner guy?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, but somebody who's like,
Pilsner's
I'm an
only.
IPA guy, like Pilsner's only.
Yeah, give me 12 ounces, but just make sure that ABV is 4.4.
Yeah, right.
That is something other than just now saying it sarcastically. You will never hear me say.
It's unusual. But the Europeans, they like it in the range, and we're not just European here, obviously. As I was searching for beers, the ranges were like mid 4s to high 5s. They don't get fancy with these 8%ers. Like America, of course, has to like take everything to the extreme. Like we do beer the toughest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But the Europeans have been doing beer longer than us. So it's like they keep it in that fairway.
It's true.
Mid 4s, high 5s. Don't mess with something that's good.
Right.
And we're going to see this isn't even close to the oldest brewery here. So
yeah,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
No, and apparently like they came up with a winning formula to stick around for as long as they have.
This is as solid as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
It's this is a go-to. It's got a little bit of bitterness.
It's got some bite, but it doesn't feel like it's going to hurt you in the morning.
It's so like on draft, you could, like if I'm in the Czech Republic and I get up like late morning and go down to the beer place and have a couple of drafts, like you're like 12 deep before you know it. This goes down so easy. Yeah. When I went to Spain, the only country in Europe I've ever visited is Spain. And there was this place right down the street from where I was staying called the Cerveceria, which literally translates to beer place. And we would go there at lunchtime. There'd be a bunch of dudes just sitting up at the bar having draft beers. And this reminds me of the beer we drank there was called San Miguel. I wish I could find that here because that would have been great for this.
What if they're still around?
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely still around. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
We post videos every week. If you like this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Cheers.
Cheers. My memory serves me right, which it doesn't, but if it did, it would taste just like that beer we just drank.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've had one of those in the past couple of years. That's another easy
this one
right there. Yeah,
the Sapporo. Yeah, I get these at Campi with sushi.
Yeah.
This is an excellent beer. This is Sapporo premium beer, 4.9%. Let's see. Discover the perfectly balanced taste that's irresistible to all as you share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewer's art.
Man, talk about tooting your own horn.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
No kidding.
There's no date on this, so we'll just assume that it's newer. Although Japan goes back pretty far.
You got to respect the confidence.
Exactly.
I like a beer like that with something hot and spicy.
Right.
It's perfect for like you know.
And is this a Pilsner? Is this an ale? It doesn't really say. It's just like
it's light. It's even lighter than the Pilsner Urquell.
It's a premium beer, and this is 4.9%. It's definitely less golden.
This
got more of a head too.
Something I might get at like an airport bar or something.
Yeah. Honestly, I only have ever ordered it at Campi with sushi. But
shout out Campi. Yeah. Talk about another business that's been around for a long time.
1975, the year I was born. That's when they opened. Yeah. That's pretty long lasting for a restaurant.
Yeah, Cheers. It is. I wouldn't say Pilsner. Is that a lager?
What's the difference?
The Pilsner's got that.
Yeah, this doesn't have the bitterness.
Lager's got a little bit of that sweetness on the back end.
It's very, very smooth. Definitely on the lighter side. It's almost like a light beer, but it's not because it's 4.9, right?
I think 5.5 is pretty much my threshold, right?
That's the floor for me if I'm going to order. Exactly. Although I get this, I've gotten this out to eat.
Did we discover that Pabst is 5, right? Or like 5?
It's in the 5s. It's in the low 5s, just like Jenny Cream is in the low 5s.
If you in the audience have seen the original tournament of beers, was Pabst in the round?
I think Pabst was in one of them. Jenny Cream Ale.
Jenny Cream was the big surprise. Yeah,
it was the Cinderella.
It was the Cinderella story. It was Drake University.
Yeah. I got a couple of Jenny Creams in the fridge upstairs.
Well, maybe that's for
short.
That's for the after show.
Jenny Cream Ale is now in hipster category with PBR. It is officially in that category because you can get them at bars now in the can.
But they're good. The only reason it's there is because it's actually good.
The irony of that is the Jenny Reds are disgusting. They're terrible.
They're bad. Remember we drank that tall boy?
It's foul. Like if somebody handed me a Jenny Red, I would be like, you can keep it.
Who did you run into that you were buying those two things? You were buying a Jenny Red and a
It was Ice House. It was Dave Dobell's son, Alex.
And it was
like 10 in the morning. I was leaving a meeting and I was like, I'm not going to run into anything. And I hear wheels. I was like, what the heck?
And he looks down at your arm, like, holding a couple of 6-packs of pounders.
You're still in the poor decision department.
And they ask, kind of like, so how you been, man? You doing okay?
How bad are things going if at 10 a.m. you're buying a 12-pack of Jenny Red?
It would have been funny if he was standing behind you in line, and like you got up there and checked out, and then you got like that itch, and you're like, "Hey, give me a couple of lucky number 7s. And
Yeah.
you started, and then you turn around and you saw somebody and you're like, hey man, how are things going? You
Right.
doing okay? Like, yeah, I'm doing really good. Business is really
Business
successful.
is great. Can I
And
borrow
like,
$20?
yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure you're doing really good.
As the like 25-year-old kids
keep
pat
in
me on
touch,
the
man.
back. Yeah.
Keep in
If you
touch.
if you need help,
Yeah.
just let me know. Give me a call. You have my
If
number.
you need anything at all, you should talk to my dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't call me.
Sapporo for the win.
That's a solid beer.
Yeah.
These are all very solid. Now, next one, I had this in the old
Mason jar
mason jar type bottles. My dad used to get those when he was like probably had a little bit of extra money,
They had
because that was
half
like
to them too. Remember
they were
those bottles?
thick, neat bottles. Yeah, but it was the same green bottle.
Weren't they like 13 ounces? I think they held
It's
more
definitely
than 12.
bigger than this.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, but those are
The
neat.
classic Grolsch bottle
Yeah.
with the
reusable. Like
Yeah.
I probably originated back whenever they started this brewery.
You know, you're a pretty badass brewery when you put a rubber gasket on your beer cap.
Exactly. This is from Holland.
This is an old one, isn't it?
There's nothing on here, but there's some crest from the Grolsch brewery. There's nothing on here with respect to the brewery itself. And I thought I saw the alcohol
Maybe
percentage.
they like to keep their anonymity.
Apparently. The alcohol percentage is on here somewhere. Yeah, 5%.
Okay.
These are no longer 12 ounces. These are 11.2.
So low on the ABV and low on the ounces.
This is a premium Pilsner beer.
Grolsch. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the free and easy round.
I know.
Be interesting to see how these are going to pair up in the finals. And each, taste of one beer definitely impacts the taste of the next beer.
Without question.
Maybe for the final round, we should introduce some food.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I already have ideas for the finals. For
Okay.
a little snacky.
And speaking of food, a little foreshadowing, our next tournament is going to be food related.
It is.
And we're very excited to share it with you when
after
we decide to share it with you.
Yeah, exactly. We're excited to do it.
And I
working
think
out the logistics.
Yeah,
but it's going to be fun.
We got to do it the right way. I think our viewers are going to be very excited about it and want to get involved with helping us choose the suggestions and whatnot. So we'll get to that. But for right now, we're going to drink some Grolsch
down the hatch
and see how it goes. Interesting.
Yeah, very weedy.
Completely different
than the Pilsner Urquell.
Completely different flavor profile.
You really taste the wheat, the grain.
This is beer.
This is a man's beer.
Yeah.
This is not bitter at all. This reminds me of,
Holland.
It's Holland, but
so this is like their Budweiser.
We often joke
This is fucking beer.
We often joke that my dad would, and your dad probably still does.
Give me a beer.
Go to a bar and be like, "What do you want?" Beer. Like, all right, Grolsch coming right up.
Yeah,
that's what they give you, right?
Yeah, when you look up in a thesaurus, what a beer looks and tastes like. It's this. This is fastball down the middle.
Yeah. The common thread of the first three is they go down easy. They go down easy, probably too easy.
Remind me of that. What was it? The dark side was the second round, right?
Dark side was round one.
Oh, that was round one. We let off. That's right. When
we got to the last one, that did not go down easy.
You said that is boozy.
It was.
That was that was tough. Keep it in the fairway that night.
These are literally the antithesis of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, these are chasers for those beers.
Yeah, chasers. Shot in a beer back in the day. Mm-hmm. My dad, for $1, the bar across the street from our house.
A shot and a beer for $1.
No wonder he had liver problems.
Now, weren't they like Dixie cup kind of
4-ounce beers? Shot, you get a regular shot,
really
cheap whiskey, and a 4-ounce
So it's like right here.
Yeah, 4-ounce pour of a beer for $1 though.
That'll get the
I
job.
can remember
the job done in a hurry.
one time we were going somewhere, and he's like, "I gotta stop at Dutch's real quick," and you wait in the car. So he's in there for like 20 minutes, and it's the summer, and like back then you didn't leave the car on. There was no like AC that you were leaving on, so it was hot. So he comes out
You
and
get a
like,
little cross
I'm like,
breeze action.
where you been? And he's like, well, I went in, I wanted a shot and a beer.
At least he told you.
But there was 4 other guys in there, so each one of them bought a round. He's like, so it would have been rude if I didn't have it. So at the time I thought, well, it was kind of rude to leave me in the car. I wasn't doing the math, like 4 shots and beers and that's like, you probably
4.
shouldn't be driving,
right?
Me. But that was his excuse. I was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't.
But and in all fairness, not condoning it, definitely not condoning it. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, it's really dumb.
It's a terrible idea.
Back in the day, though, I remember going to the lake with like my uncle.
They would drink beer
cousins,
in the
and
car.
Be, like they'd put. He was like, you know, work for like the United States Postal Service, and they had a beer right on the cup holder.
Right.
And it wasn't like it's just we're driving. You know, it was like a 5-mile drive. But still, he popped a cold one.
Everybody did that back then.
It's just what you did.
Right. It was a thing. All right.
Even if you had to do it with the kids in the car waiting for you.
What difference does that make?
So I'm going to get
a bunch of kids.
I'll give you $3 if you can pronounce that properly.
Well, I can tell you
the camera.
I can tell you it's from Germany.
Yeah.
And this is probably the oldest brewery that I've ever had. It's Weihenstephaner. You got to say it.
Weihenstephaner. Yes.
Okay.
I'll drink it.
Is that a K?
That
an H. Heller beer?
Heller beer.
It says Premium Bavaricum. Okay, like it's actually got like some German.
Whoa, that's the age. That's the date of the brewery.
1516. That's old.
That's real old. That's like Swords and Shields old, isn't it?
Exactly. This is like, you know, they drank this in armor, right? Wearing like suits of armor.
Right. In order to drink this, you had to take off your
opened
your
it
battle
with like a
helmet
sword.
First. Yeah.
With a lance. They took like a hot lance. So yeah, this is a Bavarian beer, whatever that means. I'm guessing this is gonna be like a wheat, traditional like wheat beer, but it says 1516. This is the heaviest one, 5.6% unfiltered. There's some really small print. Oh my God. It says where it's brewed. I'm not even going to try to read these words. It says some city in Germany, Friesing, but then it has all these other words as the company that bottles it. It's a lot of consonants.
With a lot of, I was just going to say, there's not a lot of vowels.
It's a lot of consonants.
Those words is there.
That's crazy. I feel like I feel like we're in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of beer that you had to wipe the blood off of your face.
Exactly.
You know, before you drank it. After a day of just slaughtering and defending your land from
hunting and gathering,
defending your land from would-be intruders and assassins.
That's what men do well, hunting and gathering.
Yeah, and drinking beer.
Exactly. Should have never let us do anything besides the hunting and gathering and drinking of the beer.
No,
once us in charge.
Once we got domesticated,
yeah,
everything went
all downhill from there. That's hazy. It looks like a blue moon.
Now we're talking,
right?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
That's good. I like that one.
Ooh.
It's got a little bit of
this has got
unique flavor.
So the one thing I was going to point out, and you just kind of prefaced it, was as smooth as those beers were, the Grolsch, Sapporo, Pilsner, or Kel, they were a little light on personality.
Yeah.
And this one has the most personality.
I guess if I was going to think of what a German beer would taste like, this would be it. It's definitely...
You taste a little honey on the back end?
Yeah, it actually... It doesn't have the orange of a Blue Moon. Blue Moon has the orange and coriander, but this is like a Blue Moon.
You could throw an orange.
If you threw an orange in this, it'd be perfect. It's great summer beer.
It's a wheat based beer for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, it's time to score. We mowed through those.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, I mean, the ABVs and the style of beer
like
just
we
lend
should have
itself
done
to like
8.
a quick. Yeah.
Although, like, we get overconfident. Like,
Right.
we could do 8 with the international next time. Like, we'd get to the 8th one and be like, spill. That was a terrible idea. Whose idea was that?
Yours.
Yeah, of course. All the bad ideas are mine.
Okay.
Pilsner Urquell. All right, I need a minute to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pilsner Urquell, I'm going to give a 3.5.
I'm going to go 3-4 with Pilsner Urquell.
It's 3.45. Sapporo, I'm going to go 3.4.
I'll go 3-2 with the Sapporo.
It's a 3.3. A Grolsch, I'm going to go 3.6.
I will also go 3-6 on the Grolsch.
Grolsch is in the lead. The Weinstefaner, I'm going to do 3.8.
Yeah. I'm going to do 3-9 on the Weinstefaner. That's the winner.
There's your winner.
That's the winner.
Round 4 winner.
Round.
Be angry.
Yeah, well,
15-16, the beer from the Crusades.
Yeah.
The Crusades were way earlier than that, but
well,
like
nobody knows.
Yeah, don't fact check.
How many history teachers do you think watch this show?
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
The 2 Pilsners were good. Those are good beers. Sometimes you kind of crave that type of beer flavor. You're like over the IPAs, and I don't need something super strong. Maybe like you're going to have a nice bourbon, but you want a chaser. Like split one of those.
That's exactly what those beers are made for.
Exactly.
Your dad was onto something. I need a beer as a chaser.
Yeah.
I don't need like a beer that's just
I don't need like a water or a soda. Give me a beer.
Give me a beer.
Right.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. That was a quick episode, but it was fun nonetheless. And next week is the finals.
Final 4.
So
you got Founders Dirty Bastard.
Yep.
You've got the Piff from 6 Point in Brooklyn.
Yes.
You've got last week's winner, which was the Beer Tree Coffee Blonde.
Yeah.
And we got the Weinstefaner. So you got a really diverse final. And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great final round. So make sure you guys tune in and
like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week for the finals. Cheers.
Cheers.